Hello, and welcome to this episode of 201 Today. This episode will feature 3 different segments. Our first segment will have highlights from Operation Prom Night. This activity was designed to ensure student safety during our prom weekend activities. Our second segment will feature highlights from award-winning videos produced by students. And our third segment will feature a conversation on senior activities by our 2 principals from our 2 major campuses. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of 201 Today.
What is Operation Prom Night?
Operation Prom Night is a program that's designed with an outside portion and an inside portion with a mock accident and speakers to teach high school students, specifically juniors and seniors, about the possible consequences of drunk driving. The goal of Operation Prom Night is to show juniors and seniors in high school what could possibly happen. We use their friends in the simulated car accident, so it's more real to them, and it's the shock value. This is what could happen. We bring in the fire department, the police department, speakers, all these people to show what could possibly happen should they choose to make the decision to drink and drive.
What is Operation Prom Night?
Operation Prom Night is a program where we create a crash reenactment on a football field or in a parking lot of a high school. We show the teens what a crash is like and all the activity that goes on at a horrible crash scene. Some of the individuals who are actors in Operation Prom Night are injured, some have been killed, some are acting as the drunk driver. Then we have real police and fire officers who come in and reenact what they do at a crash scene. In addition, after the students witness the crash reenactment, they go back into the school and they have a presentation by, for example, the police superintendent, the fire chief, crash victims, perhaps doctors, perhaps coroners, things like that. The goals and objectives are to educate about responsible choices and why people should make the responsible choices. Our goal is never to tell teens what to do. It is to give them the information so that they can make the right choice. And in this case, we certainly hope it's the choice not to drink and drive, not at prom time, not any time.
Why did our school district decide to have students experience Operation Prom Night again this year?
Well, we wanted the seniors to experience it as they move toward prom and graduation, just to give them an idea of the impact that a drunk driver can bring about.
What do you believe is the greatest impact of Operation Prom Night?
Well, I hope that the greatest impact will be that it'll make the seniors think twice about drinking and driving as they go into their end of high school celebrations in the next month or so.
Would you please share your thoughts regarding Operation Prom Night?
Well, I think it's a very successful program. I think that it's very well done, and the acting and the scenery and the participation of our Cicero police and fire departments brings a definite realism to the whole scene.
What are the goals and objectives of Operation Prom Night?
Our goals are for all the kids in the school, all the seniors, to have a great prom night and not have anybody get in trouble or get hurt.
What are the goals and objectives of Operation Prom Night?
To teach the children the consequences and for making a poor decision when they choose to drink and drive or to drive impaired, especially on a fun night for prom where they could have a lot of fun and they destroy a lot of lives if an accident happens.
What do you believe is the greatest impact of Operation Prom Night?
I believe the greatest impact is the success that we had last year. To my knowledge, we had 0 problems with alcohol on prom night last year.
The way they demonstrate it, the actors here do a fantastic job of demonstrating exactly what could possibly happen on a night if you do drink and drive. I think the visuals and seeing the response from police and fire really kind of keeps an impact in their minds and lets them know what can possibly happen if this is what they choose to do on prom night.
I think this will leave an impact in the students' memory that, such a dangerous outcome could happen if you do drink and drive, and for them to see it firsthand will leave an impression in their minds to last forever.
Seeing the children observe what we do on a daily basis and seeing the bloody mess that we respond to, hopefully it'll stick in their minds that they're destroying lives of not possibly themselves, but everybody else and all the lives that are affected, including the firefighters and police officers that have to respond to the scene, who are greatly affected by this also.
What do you believe is the greatest impact of Operation Prom Night?
Saving one student's life, making one student make that decision not to get in a car with somebody who's been drinking or not drink and drive on the night of their prom or any time in their future. This is, again, well worth it.
We hope the greatest impact of Operation Prom Night is that the students will see the horrors of a terrible car crash. They'll see the horrors of a terrible car crash that didn't need to happen, a car crash that happened just because someone chose to drink and drive, and that they'll use that information and make the right decisions.